Welcoming Grant to the Hall of Fame are Mike Krzyzewski and Patrick Ewing. Ladies and gentlemen, Grant Hill.
Wow. Before I begin, a couple of things. Two guys that are classmates in this year's Hall of Fame class and great friends, people I respect and admire, Ray Allen and Jason Kidd. They both reached out to me this last week, and I think they were a little concerned at the length of my remarks here, because I do talk for a living. And then just the other day, my wife said, you know, she knows me. She said I was very long-winded, that I've never met a camera, a microphone, or a stage that I don't love. She reminded me of the 5 Bs here tonight. She said, be brief, brother, be brief. So, Tamia, I will try my best to be brief. I have to thank the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, Jerry Colangelo, John DeLeva, the entire staff, voters, for this tremendous, tremendous honor. Also, congratulations to this amazing class, the 2018 Hall of Fame class. I am in awe of each one of you and will forever be grateful to share in this moment with this impressive gathering of basketball's finest. A distinction such as this is a cause for both celebration and reflection. On this moment, as I'm fortunate to ascend into the rarefied air of the Basketball Hall of Fame, I'd like to acknowledge those that inspired me, including these men here on stage. First and foremost, Patrick Ewing. I fell in love with the game of basketball watching you dominate both in college and in the NBA. Your intensity combined with your stellar play, it inspired me to dream that I could one day play at the highest level in basketball, both in college and in the NBA. Thank you, Pat, for being my basketball hero, my friend, and an inspiration. And then, of course, Coach Krzyzewski. Now, when I played for him, clap it up. When I played for you, Coach, your nickname was Coach K. Now your nickname is the GOAT, and rightfully so. I came to you with this dream, and you gave me the blueprint. I learned how to lead, how to win, how to compete, how to play together as a unit, even how to slap the floor when I'm playing defense, and of course, how to be a champion. But most importantly, you taught me to believe in myself. You gave me permission to be great, that it was okay to be great. Of course, Coach, I could go on and on about what you mean to me and how much I've learned from you. But I really just truly want to thank you, one, for recruiting me 30 years ago, but also for your leadership, your friendship, and your example, and all that you've done and you're still doing for me, for Duke University, and for the game of basketball. Thank you, Coach. Of course, Isaiah Thomas was another gentleman who's not here, or maybe here, I'm not sure. Oh, Isaiah's right here. Okay, come on up, Isaiah. Yeah. And get this man a stool, too.
I love you, too. And I'm going to stand right here.
So throughout my entire career, and even to now, you have been a hero, a friend, and an advocate for me. I used to look up at your jersey in the rafters at the Palace during every home game because you were, are, and will always be the standard of excellence for Detroit Pistons basketball. Thank you for being that inspiration, and thank you for those impossible shoes that I tried to fill during my Pistons years. And last but not least, Alonzo Mourning. Clap it up. Yes, sir. Oh, here he comes. Yeah. All right, so you guys are just appearing out of nowhere. I love it. Although we were adversaries on the court, Zoe, I always respected how hard and how competitive you played. But when you went through your medical challenges and you fought through them to return to the court like you did, that inspired me to do the same when I went through mine. You not quitting played a bigger role than you'll ever know in me not quitting too. Thank you for your perseverance and your never give up mentality. Thank you for your friendship and your inspiration. And thank you for giving me those stitches under my eye back in '97. Of course, before these men played a role in my life, I was fortunate to have great basketball influences in my very own neighborhood in Reston, Virginia, where I grew up. My very first basketball hero before Patrick Ewing was Michael Jackson. Now, not the singer, who we all miss dearly. He was an inspiration too. I just couldn't sing and dance. But Michael Jackson, the basketball player, played at South Lakes High School, where I played eventually. And his excellence on the court first introduced me to the game and let me know that someone from my hometown could achieve greatness in the game of basketball. There are also those a few years older than me in my neighborhood whose achievements inspired me as well. People like Dennis Scott, Christy Winters, and Jerome Scott. They were great players and people that I looked up to and always encouraged me and inspired me back when I was young. During those formative years in Reston, I was blessed to have great coaches as well. People like Bruce Monlos, Al Blunt, Reginald Kitchen, Jim Warren, who coached me in AAU basketball, and my high school coach, Wendell Bird, a man of great character who taught me the value of hard work and discipline. Thank you, Coach. Of course, I have to thank my entire South Lakes and Reston family. I have always tried to represent you well in all that I do. I can't mention all of my teammates that I played with through the years, but if you're here in person, or you're watching this from home, or you're at home and you're not watching, I'd like to personally thank you for the wonderful memories and experiences. You guys are all essential to my growth and success, both on and off the court. It was an honor and privilege to play with each of you through the years, and I'm very grateful to have you as teammates. Also, my NBA coaches, people like Don Chaney, Doug Collins, who gave me a foundation for success early in my career, Alvin Gentry, who coached me twice, Doc Rivers, who really didn't coach me at all. I was hurt all the time. I wish I had played for Doc, but Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix, Chip England, one of my best friends in the NBA, and to all the others, you all have played an important role in me being here in the Hall of Fame today. Of course, I'd like to thank all the GMs I played for, with an extra special thanks to Billy McKinney, who drafted me in '94 to the Pistons. When I found out that he publicly cried after he drafted me, I thought it was because he really, really wanted Jason Kidd. He probably did. I don't blame him. Of course, I'm probably the only inductee here to thank members of the medical community too. Arnie Kander of the Pistons, one of my favorite people in the NBA. Dr. Nunley, Dr. Levin, and Vinnie Hudson, the three of you essentially saved me and my career, and I'll forever be grateful. Also, thank you to Dr. Tom Carter and the Phoenix Suns training staff mafia. Aaron Nelson, Mike Clark, Tom Maystat, Mike Elliott, and Jay Gaspar. You guys are the absolute best. I also want to thank Tommy Amaker, Mike Bray, Pete Gaudette, the Duke Brotherhood, and the basketball program, and the entire university family. Together, we are a passionate, loyal force of nature. I might be the first Duke ball player in the Hall of Fame, but I can promise you I won't be the last. I have to acknowledge my entire NBA family, the Pistons, the Magic, the Suns, and the Clippers organizations and their respective cities, to David Stern, Adam Silver, Mark Tatum, Russ Granick, and the NBA office for your leadership, your friendship through the years, and for the chance to realize a dream of playing in the NBA. Thank you to USA Basketball for the opportunity to represent my country in the '96 Olympics and win a gold medal. Of course, I'm lucky to still be around the game that I love so dearly. And of course, I have to thank David Levy, Lenny Daniels, and the entire Turner NBA TV family. Your organizational spirit and culture makes it an absolute joy to work at, despite being constantly mistaken for Steve Smith. What's up, Smitty? Also, thank you to my Atlanta Hawks family, Tony Ressler, Jamie Gertz, all of our partners, coaches, players, the entire organization and fans. I sincerely believe, I sincerely know that our future together in Atlanta is very bright. Go Hawks. Also, a thank you to all my friends, business associates, colleagues, all of you who played an important role in this journey. Lon Babby, Jim Tanner, Helen Dooley. Your contributions have been invaluable and greatly appreciated. On the night when I paid homage to my various influences and basketball heroes, nothing compares to the love, respect, and admiration I have for my parents. My grandfather used to always say, there's 12 inches between a pat on the back and a pat on the butt, but as a parent, you gotta do both. And of course, that was back when you could do both. But the key is contact, constant contact, staying connected, being engaged. And Mom and Dad, you guys have been there with me through this entire basketball journey. From day one, when I registered for the game at Hunters Woods Elementary School at 6 years of age, to now here in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Thank you both for being by my side on this incredible journey and for always being my #1 heroes. And to my beautiful daughters, Mila and Lael, there's nothing that gives me greater joy, pride, and fulfillment than watching you grow into amazing young women. The moment I met you both for the very first time, I knew then you guys were my inspiration, my true inspiration in life. So on this evening, here at the Hall of Fame, with all these Hall of Famers, just know that you two are my Hall of Famers. I love you both dearly. And to my phenomenal wife, Tamia, I still, clap it up. That's right, clap it up. I still remember the first time I saw you, and I knew that there was no way ever you would date me or marry me. But somehow, some way you did. And these last 22 years with you have been a gift from up above. So I sincerely look forward to continuing to spend my life with you. Thank you for your love, your strength, your sacrifice, and being an awesome best friend as well. In closing, I'd like to say how amazing my basketball adventure has been, and still is to this day. Yes, at times it's been fraught with challenges and experiences that have forced me to grow in ways I could never imagine. You see, the game, it teaches you about life, about commitment, perseverance, coexisting with others, handling success, dealing with failure. It will challenge you. It will encourage you. And if you're lucky, it will reward you too. And through my personal developmental process, I have tried to always honor and respect the legacies of the men and women who paved the way, many of whom are in the Hall of Fame and in this building here tonight. I'd like to thank all of you for your significant contributions to the game, for your sacrifices, and for allowing us, the Hall of Fame class of 2018, to stand on your shoulders as we pursued our dreams on our respective journeys. And now I'm fortunate, we are fortunate as a Hall of Fame class to join you here in the Basketball Hall of Fame. With that said, Jason, Ray, Tamia, I think I was brief enough? Kinda? Okay. Well, I know the rest of them will be brief, but I want to thank you all. Have a great night, and God bless.